What is up, y'all? Tell you what, it is nice being out here in Florida now. Today, it's February 15th. I tell you what, it's 80 degrees. Today's going to be, as you can tell, partially cloudy. It's a little windy today, but who else can say it's been upper 70s for the last week already. And when it gets warm out, I start getting pretty dedicated and getting my walks done, getting the cardio done. So I tell you what, I have not, as much as I've wanted to be, I've tried a few times now, off and on already, to get locked in on the cardio. Not being able to go on just walks outside in the sun, it's miserable. Can't really stand sitting on a bike in the gym, or the stair stepper, or the treadmill. It's fine for 10-15 minutes, to get the blood flowing right before a workout. At just a nice little steady pace, 2.8, 3 incline. Drink your pre. Start mentally getting locked in for that workout. But overall, nothing really beats just being outside in the sun, getting the cardio done. And it's probably human nature. When it's cold out, you want to hibernate. When it's hot out, you're supposed to be out hunting, right? Foraging. So maybe it's just ingrained in our bodies, Avoid the cold, it kills you. It's hot outside, it's okay. So, but we're out here getting it done. I tell you what, I'm loving it. Sure, I hate cardio, but got to get it done. Got to get lean. It's time to start. February 15th. So this is officially going to be the start to cutting and just not thinking about it and trying to set a plan in place. It's today. So I think where we're going to start at, I did this walk 2 days ago, just kind of to see where it puts us. It's walking down like a big square, basically, of 2 main streets, and then it goes through a main subdivision street and then up back around to the main street, which you have to use to get into my neighborhood, making a big square. The test walk of it was nice. It's beautiful. The houses around here, super nice. Neighborhood's real quiet. Has a decent sidewalk all the way around. And so that makes it real easy for me. Less stuff to trip on. It's always nice. So, we're putting me at 8,500 steps, I think, or 8,300. Something like that. It's I think it was a total smidgen of 4.1 miles. So, not terrible. And the nice thing is I do have room to extend this walk once we get a little adapted to it. So I do tell you what, 3 days ago when I did it to test it out, my ankles were definitely a little sore afterwards. My right ball of my foot was a little tender, like I was walking on the edge of it or something. So it was stiff. But aside from that, it was nice. Had no problems completing it. Just nice steady pace. not trying to set any records here. We're, for the moment, just looking to walk it. Start building our endurance back up. Then, here in probably a month, we'll start trying to jog little sections of it. You know, maybe by the end of summer, end of the year, I'll be able to jog the whole thing. I don't necessarily have big intentions on trying to, jog 4+ miles. Because when I extend it, it'll probably add at least 1.5 miles. I think it might be 2.25 miles. But we'll find out once I get to that point. So it could end up being like 6.3, we'll call it possibly 6.5 miles, between 6 and 6.5 is the total distance is what we'll be working up to, which is fine. 6 miles is basically 12,000 steps. For me, it's right about 2,000 steps per mile. So that'll work out great. Won't be excessive, but definitely a lot more than like my average steps. If I just go to the gym, do my normal 15 minutes of cardio, plus the steps I take in the gym, and then the few steps I take around the house, I only get about 2,000 steps in, 2,500 steps a day. So, we'll be 5 timesing that by the end of this. Currently, we're 4 timesing my steps. So, well, I guess 3 times it is what we're adding to it, if you subtract what I already do from the 8,500. So, that, hoping it's going to be a big benefit here to beginning of this cut. So, then on the speed part of it, actually, I may not really try to increase the speed and start wearing my weight vest and just increasing the overall difficulty. So, or at least maintaining the same difficulty, I should say. Because it's a 45-pound vest, I think. I think each one of those are 2.5. Yeah. I think it's 45 pounds. So, basically, every time I lose 2.5 pounds, I can go ahead and plop in another weight. And it will go ahead and offset the weight I've lost. So basically, when I'm walking, even though I'm getting lighter, the physical effort my body has to put out maintains the same instead of getting easier. Which, as you get lighter, everything gets easier. So, to kind of avoid that in an instance, we can add weight and make our movement a little more difficult. Now, do I need to start off with that weight? Nope. I'm already heavy. I'm fat. So, let's be honest. Like, my legs, they're fairly leanish. Arms, fairly leanish. Shoulders, they're okay. Like, there's some definition in them. Upper back, a little bit of definition. Chest, quite a bit of definition. But, let's be honest. Genetically, that's not where I hold my body fat at. It's all in my abdomen, my lower back. That's where I hold, like, all of it. So, it kind of sucks. Like, I'll have striations in the muscle tissue in my chest and my shoulders. Traps before actually end up losing all of my glove handles and having shredded abs. It's literally the last thing for me to come in, which does make my cuts, kind of super hard. Because it's like, oh, I'm dropping all this body weight, dropping this body fat, and the parts you want to get lean just kind of seem to not really get lean until you're into the last, say 4 weeks of cutting, that last month. And it's like, oh, look, I've made all this progress finally. So there's a little discouragement to it. But, I've got to work on that mental status of not letting that body dysmorphia kick in and keep me down and basically sabotage all of the other progress I make. So I want to say that's probably my hardest portion to it, is staying consistent to the cardio, because the deficit that it creates, even though I can see the scale go down, everything else get leaner. The thing I focus on takes the longest time. So it's just something we got to work on in ourselves, right? I'm probably not the only person who thinks this or feels this way. So if you have this kind of same thought and mentality, I'm with you. We're doing it together. So that's kind of where we're at on that, really, So, but I'm loving this walk. It's so pretty, especially after spending so much time in Cape Cod, where it's just, even though I lived pretty close to the beach and all that, and I went to the beach was nice, but it was kind of crowded most of the time, especially if the weather was okay. But the water was always cold, it was nasty, it was just full of junk, not man-made junk, just nature's junk. So there's not water you really wanted to hang out in. And then the beach, the sand was coarse. So it was kind of almost just like being in fucking, I'd say 60 grit sandpaper. So not very excitable, I guess I could say, to be in. But it is what it is. So, but we're gonna get it done. So with that, guys, I'm gonna leave this video off right here, and hope you all have a good day. Make sure you're out there working toward your goals. Most of all, just don't be a lazy fuck.